You guys, I am in traffic around Fredericksburg. Sorry for the glare in my glasses. I called myself being cheap because I was like, oh, that anti-reflective stuff doesn't work. I still see reflections in my other glasses and I paid for the anti-glare, anti-reflective lenses and it still does it, but it's not this bad. This is driving me insane. So I'm gonna have to go back and pay the $200 to get my lenses changed out because I ain't gonna be able to do this. I'm on my way to my appointment in Maryland. There's a lot of traffic around Fredericksburg. Usually I am past this area by this time, and so now I'm getting kind of caught up in like the local traffic, like, you know, the local everybody headed to work traffic. I'm cutting it kind of close. My appointment is at 9:30. It's saying that I'm gonna get there at 9:16. I'm also cutting it close because I had to pull off and get me a iced latte from Dunkin' Donuts, and I don't drink coffee at all, but I was falling asleep. I only got 2 hours of sleep last night, and I always do this to myself. My body just won't go to sleep when it knows that I have to travel the next day. I don't know why. I'm not that far from like the area, like DC area. I'm like 45 minutes away, but because of traffic, it's saying that I still have like another hour and a half to go. So I'm about to continue fighting traffic. It's just a lot of like slowing down and going. I see some lights up ahead, so it may be an accident or something like that, but they're doing a lot of construction on 95, so who knows what's happening. You guys, it is burning up. It's 11:47 right now. I just got out of Bye Bye Baby. I've never been inside of there before, but it's one near where I go to the hospital, to the fertility clinic that I go to. And every time I come up here, I always say I'm gonna go into Bye Bye Baby just to look around and see what's in this store because I've never been. I was for sure gonna take this trip to Bye Bye Baby today after my appointment because every time I'm getting in the mode to start trying to conceive or going through fertility treatments, I've made myself a little ritual to buy something for my future baby, but this time I decided to pick something up for myself. So I'm gonna show you guys what I picked up. Usually I try to pick up maybe like a onesie or something, and I've showed you guys that before if you've been following me for a while. Where is it? So for myself, I picked up this Palmer's tummy butter for stretch marks. I know stretch marks are a genetic thing. However, I would like to start using something now to moisturize and help my skin, you know, to moisturize my skin, so maybe it'll stretch a little bit easier, so stretch marks won't be so bad because I already have stretch marks on my hips and stuff. But I want to pick something up for myself to treat myself a little bit too, and to, I don't know, I guess this was a faith purchase for me because I feel it's gonna happen. So I wanted to get something for myself, and so I got this to try out. So I don't want to hear nothing in the comments. And then for my future little baby, reading is important to me. And this is a book that's been on my Amazon cart for a long time. And so I went in the store and I looked around. I looked at the books more than anything. And I've been wanting this book for a while. And I love the stories. Family Begins with a Wish. And it tells my story pretty much. And so I wanted to get this because I have already started building up a little library for my little bun, my little rainbow. So I wanted to buy a book, something different than I bought all of my other fertility treatments and stuff. So now I'm on my way back home, and yeah, I'm ready. I feel like my cycle is coming, so that is a good thing. Tomorrow is cycle day 32, which is normally when it would come, around cycle day 32. And also, I guess I'm doing a little car haul. I got this bag of medication, so I'll just go over it when I get home. I just need to work on getting back home right now, so I'm about to set up my GPS so I can get home, and then I'll go over medication and my whole appointment with you guys, so you know. 2 hours and 56 minutes. to get home. So yeah, I'm on my way home, and then I'll sit down and go over everything I got and go over my appointment, how everything went. It went very well. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I get home. You guys, I made it back home finally. I wanted to show you guys before I got settled at home and forgot. I wanted to show you guys, let me take my shoes off, everything. I just stopped at Target before I came home, but I also want to show you guys what's in this bag, which is my prescription for the medication that I'm gonna be taking for this, for my first fertility treatment, or my first IUI treatment. So I'm gonna sit on the floor because it's easier. Yeah, okay, so that was a lot of work. If you hear noise and stuff, turn you guys so you can see. If you hear noise, I have the back door open because Marley is running in and out, and I only have it open right now because the mosquitoes aren't bad. So there's Diesel and Marley's in the backyard running around. So that's why I have it open like that. I'll just do my prescriptions first really quick. So about my appointment, this is how everything went. The doctor was the very first doctor that I saw when I first went to this clinic. Let me put my glasses on because I have the monitor, the thing here, and I can't see. The doctor I saw today is the first doctor I saw ever at this clinic, right? He's cool, he's nice. I just refreshed him on like what I've been talking about with the other doctor I see there and my general endocrinologist here where I live. He pretty much agreed with everything, but he still put it back in my court on like what I wanted to do treatment wise. Like if I wanted to do letrozole or Clomid, he asked me which one I felt comfortable with. So I asked him his opinion again, and he said, well, it's true about women with PCOS responding better to letrozole, but that's not always true for every woman, and I just so happen to be one of those women who just don't respond well to letrozole at all. So I asked him if he would be okay with me trying Clomid, and he said yes. And he said, I want you to take what you're going to be comfortable taking. So I said, okay, if I do Clomid, can you also go ahead and put me a prescription in for progesterone, because my last reproductive endocrinologist said that I had a progesterone deficiency, and my general endocrinologist also wants me to do progesterone along with these fertility treatments. So he was cool with that, and so I got a 3-month supply of Clomid and what is this? This is the Clomid. So I have so for the Clomid, I'll do this first. I'm taking 2 tablets by my I'm taking these are 50 milligram tablets, and I'm taking 2 tablets by mouth on cycle days 3 through 7, and I have a 3-month supply of Clomid. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but I have my 3-month supply here, and then I also have a 3-month supply of endometrium, and this is the progesterone suppository. So I'll open it so you guys can see it, because I've never taken this one before. I had the little capsules, and I had the red capsule, so I thought that I was spotting, but I feel like I've heard people say that these can get messy, but I was doing progesterone suppositories at night. This just says insert 1 suppository per vaginal every night. So I don't understand what this is though. I thought these were pre-filled. Are they not pre-filled? I guess they're not pre-filled. So how is this, a tablet? Oh yeah, so it's like a tablet or something in here, and there's 3 on each one, and there's a couple of them in this box. I've never taken this before. If you guys have experience with endometrium, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what I should expect, or tips that you or things that you suggest while taking this. But yeah, this is going to be my protocol. I'm not doing Gonal-F injections, which I'm happy about, and I'm okay with trying Clomid by itself, because Gonal-F seemed to really stimulate me. I was making like 4 mature follicles on my first one, my first cycle with Clomid. On my second cycle with Clomid, I did 2 mature follicles, and on my 3rd round of Clomid, I want to say it was either 2 or 3 full grown follicles. So I respond really well to Clomid, and I'm okay with it. I know I said I was okay with doing letrozole, but I'm so happy he gave me my option today, and I'm starting with Clomid. I haven't started my cycle yet. Today is cycle day 31 for me. Usually my cycle comes at cycle day 32, and I'm feeling it. So I feel like it's around the corner. I feel like my hips and growing and joints and stuff kind of getting tender, and then a little bit of achy in my lower back, but that's all for that. So now I'm just on Aunt Flo watch, and as soon as she starts, I'm gonna be very happy so we can get this thing going. And then he already filled out my paperwork for my IUI and told me what my protocol is, which will pretty much be, I'll be going back between cycle day 10 and 12 to get an ultrasound done to check on follicle size, and then I'll be getting a trigger shot depending on follicle size, and then I'll come back I think 2 days later to get my IUI done, and we'll be using my husband's frozen sperm if he's not at home. I think with the way my cycle is set up, he may be home or maybe about to leave or already gone. I don't know exactly yet. So hopefully he can be home, because if we can do, you know, fresh semen for this IUI, I would like that. But I mean, if I have to go frozen, that's fine too. People have conceived with frozen semen, and I'm excited, you guys. I'm very, very, very excited. I also needed more prenatal vitamins. These are the prenatal vitamins that I take, the Rainbow Light prenatal one, and I'm not doing any DHA, DHEA, because on my blood work the levels were already high, so I don't need to add that in. So yeah, you guys, that is all for today. I don't know how this vlog is going. If it's short, I'm sorry, but I just wanted, I guess, to share a little bit of my day today. Today has been a good day. I'm very excited to get my new IUI journey started. I'm so excited to start that. But I'm most excited about this book here, you guys. If you haven't read this story, I'm not going to ruin it. It's a quick little storybook for baby, but if you haven't read it, especially if you've been trying to conceive and things haven't gone as planned, I think this is so cute. And this is the cover of it, so you can see it. This book is just the sweetest book ever. It's so sweet. It says Family Begins with a Wish by Matthew Cordell. If I can find this book, I'll go ahead and link it down in the description box if you're interested in getting it. I think that's all. That's all. I need to put up all of this stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. I appreciate it as always. We another day closer to starting this journey and getting this baby. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Baby dust to you all if you're out there trying to conceive. We got this, y'all. We're gonna get through it. These babies are gonna come. Stay positive. Stay encouraged. We're all in this together. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.